going on, grinders? It's Chief, and I am filling in for Beer Makers Fan today. It's the six pack. You already know what time it is. I'm going to have 6 plays for you for today's NBA loaded slate. Don't forget, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit that thumbs up. We want you to come back to the bar for happy hour and get that fix every time the bar is open. But you don't want to hear about that. You want to hear about the plays. Let's hop in. Don't forget, scores and odds. Go over scores and odds /beer to get the scores and odds premium content. Let's hop in and see who's on tap in the fantasy bar. First up, folks, we've got Jalen Green. Jalen Green, big-time player here, has a tight matchup with Memphis. Here's what I like, folks. Playing big minutes down the stretch, over 35 minutes per game. That's what we like to see in our players. The scoring load has picked up. He's taking over 20 shots a game on average. And in 3 of the last 5 games, folks, over 40 fantasy points. Over 40 fantasy points. Really like Jalen Green here. Big time player for a big time slate. All right, next up on the docket, we've got Denny Avdia coming in for Washington. We already know the situation there. Let's talk about it. So with Beal and Kuzma out, the scoring load is going to pick up for Denny. Now, if you look at court IQ, you'll see that he's averaging 0.97 fantasy points per minute with Beal and Kuzma off the floor. But I'm throwing that out of the window today. Why? It's one of the best matchups on the board. He's facing the San Antonio Spurs, one of the worst teams in the league on defense. I think Denny has a big night tonight. Next up, staying in that theme, we've got Nick Richards from the Charlotte Hornets. So Nick Richards, another beneficiary of bodies being down. I think the Hornets are going to have guys that sit out tonight. I definitely think at least 2 to 3 of their other main guys, like Terry Rozier, is going to sit tonight. So they're going to be down bodies. Folks, I'm not afraid of this Dallas interior. I think Nick Richards will have rebounds. There will be rebounds had for Nick Richards. Does he score enough points to get there? I think he does. Should be playing around 30 minutes if the game is close. We don't know the Dallas situation if Kyrie's going to play. I think Luka plays. If Kyrie sits, I think that even opens this game up even more. But love Nick Richards. This is a very good price point to get in. All right, next up on the bar, we've got Shaedon Sharpe from the Portland Trail Blazers. You're catching the theme here, folks. Another situation where bodies will be limited. We already know that they're going to have 2 or 3 guys out tonight, and this is following a game where he's had a massive output in scoring. The scoring should continue to pick up again tonight against the Chicago Bulls, who shouldn't give him much resistance, and the minutes will be secure. They're at home. Because of these bodies out, I think he plays over 30 minutes, and with that cheap price tag on DraftKings, I think we can ride Shaedon Sharpe to the money. All right, next up on the bar, we've got Gordon Hayward from the Charlotte Hornets. I just have to keep this theme tonight, folks. With Charlotte, I think the main guards are out. I don't think any of these guys play. He's had a 28% usage rate, missing all the bodies that I anticipate are going to be out tonight. The fantasy points per minute have been subpar, but that's in a limited sample size. It's around 51 minutes. I think that changes tonight with so many guys out. If the usage is around 28%, I think we see Gordon Hayward have a massive game against the Dallas Mavericks. All right, folks, it's that time you've been waiting for. It's the beast of the night. All right, beast of the night, we've got Kristaps Porzingis, $9,000 on DraftKings, $8,900 on FanDuel. This man will be the focal point of the offense tonight. And if you didn't like that, let me give you a little bit of extra information. 37% usage and averaging 1.49 fantasy points per minute with Kuzma and Beal off the floor. Folks, this has got to be the best play on the board from a fantasy points projection perspective, included with the pricing and a matchup with the worst team in basketball, at least from a defensive perspective, the San Antonio Spurs. This is a match made in heaven for the unicorn himself, Kristaps Porzingis, coming in as the beast of the night. All right, folks, we want to thank you for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for allowing me to fill in for beer. You know the plays. You know what to do. There's going to be some injury news. We'll see if that changes anything. If so, I'll be dropping some things in the comments to keep you updated on what's happening at the fantasy bar. For beer, I'm Chief. We'll see you next week for more six-pack action.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist.